Hi, second graders. Today we are here for another day of Number Corner. We have two objectives today. The first is I can use the strategy of counting on to solve addition facts. The second is I can show understanding of the commutative property of addition. Let's get started by looking at our calendar marker for today. Today is September 21st. And it looks like we have a problem today. All right, so there are two different ways we can write this. We could abbreviate September to be Sept 21, 2020. That's because today is September 21st and the year is 2020. The other way we could write it is 9-21-20 because September is the 9th month of the year. Let's move on to our calendar grid observation chart. We can write in our date like we just discussed, 9-21-20. And let's take a look at the marker type we have for today. Does it look like a number rack? Does it look like a collection of pennies? Or does it look like a story problem? You are correct. It is a story problem, a math problem told in words. We are not going to be doing the equation or how many to 20 today because on other days of Number Corner, we will spend some time solving these story problems. Moving on to our minutes calendar collector, we've been collecting 60 minutes every day. So on Friday, we had been in school for 780 minutes this month. So we will start with 780 and add the 60 minutes for today. I'm going to think about 60 like 20 and 40 because I know that 780 plus 20 gets me to my next friendly hundred of 800. And 800 plus 40 is 840. So I know that today will make 840 minutes in school this month. Now we need to think about what hour of the day it is. So on Friday, it would have been 1 o'clock p.m. Today, we added another hour of time, or 60 minutes. So we can fill in another hour slice of our clock. It looks like today our time will be, that's right, 2 o'clock p.m., 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we can write that like 2 with our double dots, our colon, o'clock. You notice that our small clock hand points to the 2 on our clock to show that it is 2 o'clock. Let's take a look at some tiles today. What do you notice about these tiles? Good. Some of us might have noticed that our top row is longer than our bottom row. Some may have noticed that there were 10 red tiles, 10 blue tiles, and 1 green tile. There are lots of different things we could notice. Let's take our noticings and use them to write some addition and subtraction equations and decide whether this number is odd or even. So today is September 21st, 2020. And let's first think about some addition equations we could write. What do you think? Yes, some of us might have said that the 11 on the top plus the 10 on the bottom got us to 21 in all. Or that the 10 on the bottom plus the 11 on the top got us to 21 in all. Or that there were 20 on our previous 20 frame plus one more green one to get us to 21 in all. How could we write a subtraction equation to represent this picture? Well, we have 21 in all. We could take away the 11 on the top row and have 10 left on the bottom row. Or we could start with 21 and take away the 10 that were in the bottom row and end up with the 11 that were on the top row. All right, now we need to decide if this number is odd or even. So let's take a look. All of these tiles seem to have buddies or pairs, but this green one does not, which means that 21 is an odd number. You cannot put its tiles into groups of 2. All right, we're going to do some counting in tens on our number line next, and we are going to be going up to 14 groups of 10 because it is our 14th day of school this month. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and stand up and get some wiggles out. And standing up, we're going to count by tens together. So as I count, I want you all to count with me at home. You could do it in a silly voice. You could do it in a whisper voice. If there's nobody else around, you could do it in a loud voice, whatever you think, okay? But I want you to count along with me as we hop on our number line. Get ready. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. So we've been in school for 140 hours this month so far. Wow, you guys have learned so much in 140 hours. Let's move on to a little bit of problem solving. 5 frogs were swimming in the lake and 3 more frogs joined them. How many frogs were there in all? Now, I can use a count on strategy to help me solve this problem on my number line. I would start at the 5 because there were 5 frogs swimming in the lake. Then 3 more frogs joined them. So to solve how many frogs there were in all, I can hop up 1, 2, 3 hops on my vertical number line because 3 frogs joined them. How many frogs were there in all? There were 8. Let's try another one. 3 ducks were in the pond and 5 more ducks joined them. How many ducks were there in all? Okay, you might be thinking that we could start at our 3 and do the same count on strategy. So we have 3 ducks plus 5 more that join them equal, well, let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 ducks were in all. Let's compare that to the first problem we did. We had 5 frogs and 3 more that joined them. So we started at our 5 and we used the same counting on strategy to go 1, 2, 3 more. We ended up at 8. What do you notice about these 2 problems? Some of you may be noticing that we added 5 in both to 3 in both to get the same answer of 8 animals in all. This is called the commutative property of addition. The commutative property tells us that we can put the numbers we're adding in any order and still get the same answer. How cool is that?